Oh, hey. There.
Hi everybody, just a quick check-in, making sure everyone's starting up on their temporal community art projects. I'm excited to see what everyone comes up with. I'm excited to see what you share with your peers. There is a shared media album located in the temporal community art project folder in the Schoology materials section. To further your thinking, I want to introduce you to the concept of site-specific art. As you explore and create within your community, realize that the time and place will weigh heavily on your art's meaning. When an artist alters an environment that is familiar to a person, they have to expect feedback and critique from said population. Take Richard Serra, known for gigantic space-filling metal structures, undulating forms that dwarf the audience as they engage in, around, and through the work. One piece, however, titled Arc, changed movement patterns in New York City's Federal Plaza. It forced people to traverse a new obstacle and, well, people hated it and voted to move the sculpture. This, in turn, made Richard Serra remove his name from the piece. If that metal slab was not in the space Serra chose, it was no longer his work. This is a difficult concept to grasp and not one I always believe in. There's a part of me that believes once you have given your work to the people, it is theirs to interpret. Still, though, location does have meaning, even if you don't go to this extreme. A wheat field became art due to its juxtaposition to New York City on Battery Park for 3 months in 1982. An acre of wheat planted by artist Agnes Dennis grows next to a city, speaking of an ever-changing cityscape, contrasting against unprocessed grains. The proximity of a pastoral field and the hustle and bustle of Wall Street are opposing ends of a spectrum that engages its audience to think about class divide and what it gained and lost in the modernization of our culture. This form of land art makes my mind wander still to the art of Christo, whether it is the wrapping of a public building or the gates that line Central Park. Christo is trying to have you experience a space in a new way. Sure, his work is documented in photographs, but there is something to be said about being there in the moment. I find it also important to show the process behind his work. These sketches have won him recognition and the ability to perform these giant feats. His ability to translate the 3D ideas on a two-dimensional surface is amazing. Do not shortchange your planning efforts. They will only hone your craft and excite others to your cause. And finally, for a lighter and more contemporary inspiration, I have truly enjoyed the Netflix show The Big Flower Fight. I have always enjoyed horticulture and the art of topiary. Each work made by these contestants is designed to flourish for only a short period of time. Does it make them any less beautiful? Of course not. I am jealous of not being able to see the work in person, but motivated to keep my small garden in bloom this season. If you love plants and see the art in landscape design, please try to enjoy the Arnold Arboretum of Harvard University, or really any part of the Emerald Necklace Parks of Boston, envisioned by Frederick Olmsted. Walk, learn, and enjoy the palette of biodiversity that this sliver of Boston provides. Well, that's it for today. Our temporal community art explorations are due on the 12th. Remember to photograph and share. Our next video will be the last of the year. It will contain a survey to help improve the Art2 experience for future students and also give a glimpse at the AP program for any interested participants. Thank you for your time, and make sure to ask me any questions between now and then. Bye.